Good morning, everybody. We're reading through Joshua 9 to 11. And it's hard to read some of this stuff. As we read through this, we realize that Joshua was really called as a different leader. And he failed for the second time, but it would be the last time. Second time he didn't consult with the Lord. And it was, it wasn't good. And for generations, they would have to face this mistake, and it was something that even David had to deal with in his day. But Joshua wouldn't fail going forward, and none of us could walk in his steps. I guarantee you. Joshua was not Moses, and he was raised up to do something different than Moses did. Joshua had to be ruthless. He had to almost be cold-blooded. He had to go into cities and totally destroy them. Every man, woman, and child, everything had to be destroyed. And that may not sound like any big deal, but most of you have probably never even been in the room with a dead body before. Maybe you have, and you know the effect of it. Even going to a funeral, you know the effect of seeing that person in the coffin. Now, there are people in our generation who have faced genocides, and they are totally wrecked because of the things that they faced. And here Joshua had to give the orders and be involved with the absolute destruction of cities and societies and such. And this had nothing to do with Israel. It had nothing to do with Joshua. These people were not their enemy. This was a judgment of God upon a wicked society that had refused to change. And they were his instrument of judgment. And it would have taken a special person to be able to face what Joshua had to face. And thankfully, none of us ever have to walk in these footsteps, because we live under now an age of grace, where sin has been removed from us, and the penalty, and nobody's under that condemnation anymore. So none of us have to be the hand of judgment against the enemies of God. And praise the Lord, because we wouldn't be able to handle it. Some of you might think, oh yeah, no big deal. But yeah, I've had the privilege to stand with a family and sit with a father as loved ones pass, as they die. And it is an incredibly moving moment. And I've been at accident scenes and tragic situations that had to be faced. And it's not easy. None of us are built for this. We're not. And we shouldn't long for it. We should not long for the death of an enemy. We should not long for the disaster to come upon anybody. We are designed for compassion and mercy and grace. That is where we are. This reading through this stuff should disturb us. It should disturb us. It doesn't matter whether it was the judgment of God or not. It should still disturb us. It should disturb us to read about Sodom and Gomorrah. It should disturb us to read about the flood. These things should disturb us, because we're designed for compassion, mercy, and grace. And we're designed to love our enemy, because we have been recreated. We are a transformation, and we've been given this capacity to carry the nature of Christ. And that's important. So I just want to encourage you today that if this disturbs you, it's okay. It means everything is well with you. And let's just go out and be everything that we can be for people. So that they're saved from the judgment that is coming. Because I just don't want to see anybody have to face that. You guys be blessed today. Be encouraged. Stay safe. Love you all.